motherfuckers out here grinding.
Don't cast me for no movie unless I'm knocking down something.
Colin Kaepernick ain't out there yelling all that shit. He ain't out there just saying that shit. He out there on the front lines doing shit. Let me speak.
Motherfuckers been doing that, snitching like that for fucking years.
I'm not gonna let you sit here and act.
Maybe she has some type of artistic vision with that.
For real?
It's just being earnest. Right here, right now. Yeah, let's get it in.
Let's do this thing, man.
I just downed a whole bunch of water and stuff. Down a whole bunch of water.
You good? You good? Oh, okay.
It's in my chest. So, pardon me if if something happened to me. The water stuck's like a bubble stuck in my chest. It's hard to explain.
Oh, word.
I don't know if I got a burp or what, but I'm not about to just belch all on there. That's nasty.
It's okay.
It ain't okay.
I mean, I cut it out. It's all good.
Oh yeah, word. We do.
I'm sipping on.
We do edit these shows.
I'm sipping on a brew. We're okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. We back up in here.
Yeah, man.
Just rocking and rolling. I got some Mike and Ike's in my hand.
Yep. It's been a long day. Fucking happy to be doing this shit.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's been a long one today, but we back in the building nonetheless.
Yeah.
It's been a lot going on. Everybody wants to talk about, Kanye.
Yeah.
I wasn't upset about Kanye. Were you upset about? I watched the whole. I watched the whole thing live.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent it to you.
Yes, you did. We
watched the live one from beginning to end. From what he said at the beginning to what he said at the end.
Yep.
We watched him talk about freeing Larry Hoover. That's as wild as that is. He served 6 life sentences, but you told Trump to free Larry Hoover, who is a somewhat of a statue of a person out in Chicago, gangster. But Kanye says that he can stop the violence in Chicago. I tend to think that that's a good idea. Why don't you get somebody that they're all scared of and that they respect, and who has the power and the clout, to maybe call for a ceasefire in Chicago. So okay, I don't see that as cooning. What else did he say? He said he wants. Go ahead.
He said that he wants to bring jobs to Chicago with his own brand, and in terms of the building a factory for Yeezus and all that stuff. And he delved even deeper when he started talking about
he don't want him in China. He want him in Chicago.
That's right.
And we need to help Chicago, right?
Yeah. And he explained why it's necessary, because right now the term Chirac is very fitting.
Yeah. And they call it
pretty accurate.
And they called Chicago Chirac because at the time they nicknamed it that. More people had died in Chicago that year than soldiers in Iraq, and we were at war at the time.
Correct.
All right, now continue.
Yeah. Going even deeper when he got into welfare and Democrats catching minorities where it's bring them in.
Yeah,
At the promise.
Appearing to try to.
Okay, yeah.
Appearing to try to pull minorities to the Republican Party. Mm-hmm. Right? Telling them that, you're the Democrats' side bitch.
Right.
Which you are. Which they are, so that's a fact.
Well, okay, yeah. So on that note, there's definitely crossover where they both land on the same point, right? Mm-hmm. What else?
He talked about mental health in schools. He talked about they're saying kids have ADD when really they're just bored and they need new curriculums. He was like, we want things like meditation in schools.
Yeah, he talked about changing the education system in the school system.
And having more mental health resources for the hood.
Yeah.
I don't see that as cooning.
All of these things for the better.
I don't see that as being a Sambo, T.I. Puffy.
Okay. All these things for the better, right? Now, we got that when we watched the entire
Watched the whole
interview.
thing. We didn't watch the clips given to you by the liberal media.
Fair. That's fair. Now, when you see the clips, you see Kanye
in his mania. And you see him, the mania part of it, when he went into his little thing, I love Trump, and he went into that whole little rant, the whole little small little piece of when he was saying we want the president to look good and all of this, when he was kissing Trump's ass for that small little portion.
The clips that you're probably going to see on CNN, I have to say, because I looked this up and I watched it, where it was him struggling to grasp his thought and to project it, and then it was him running up to Trump and hugging him, and then it was him saying that the hat made him feel like a superhero.
Yeah.
And he went into some stuff about his dad and all that stuff and how he felt masculine wearing the hat, where he just didn't feel a connection with Hillary. Yada, 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 on and so forth.
He went on that whole little thing.
But the real meat of what Kanye actually had to say was what you were going to see through the entirety. And we talked about this before.
Yeah.
Kanye needs to be listened to in its entirety of whatever he has to say.
You have to listen to everything he's saying, man.
Yes.
He said some incredible things in there that he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then I don't see, maybe he'll give him a couple concessions.
Maybe.
What if he frees Larry Hoover?
That shit would be nuts. That would be crazy.
Then what are they going to say? Oh, he's still whack. Oh, he's still this. I don't know why people they're treating, it's almost like because Kanye doesn't want to be a Democrat, they're treating him like he's a runaway slave.
Yeah, and
it's like wow, man. It's like this guy can't be free. You're so mad at him. You want to make him look crazy, and you want to just pull him back to that monolithic thinking.
Well, but the whole coon thing that you're talking about.
Yeah,
I really believe that stems from the majority of public accepting Trump as a racist. He has racist tendencies.
Yeah,
and Kanye siding with him to such a high degree. So that's where I think that stems from, and they just want to block out everything that Kanye actually is really saying.
So a lot of these same people knew Donald Trump before 2015. A lot of them, because Donald Trump has been a major celebrity throughout the 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010 to what we have here today.
Yeah.
He's always been that, and he's always surrounded himself with all these people who are talking bad about him now. He's always been the same person. You can tell that guy is not changing for anybody.
Right. And neither is Kanye. You can say the same about Kanye.
Right.
He's always been Kanye.
And I'm no Trump supporter.
Neither am I.
I'm no Trump supporter, but I know he's always been the same guy. Now all of a sudden all these people have all of these issues with him to where you can't even go talk to him.
Right.
Well,
man,
these same celebrities, because this is Donald Trump's circle, the celebrity circle.
Yes. Yeah.
All these people always knew this man.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden he's this horrible person. He's always been the horrible person.
Yeah, he always has been.
He's always been that person.
All the way back to Central Park 5.
Come on, man. All the way back to Central Park 5.
We know.
Russell Simmons was hanging out with him after Central Park 5. All those people.
Well, I mean,
all those people.
Russell Simmons ain't,
But I'm saying Puffy, all these people. After Central Park 5, okay. Puffy didn't get on. Puffy was hanging out with Trump.
Okay, word.
All these songs that came out referencing Trump. All these rap songs that came out referencing Trump. All that came out way after Central Park 5.
Right, and you're talking about people who are criticizing him now.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
But I mean, it's cool to criticize him. It's cool to criticize. You're supposed to criticize the president. But to not even to criticize somebody for even talking to him? Well, Kanye's not even free to talk to him.
Right.
These guys can't even talk to him without being ridiculed.
Right. See, what Kanye actually had to say to him, and again, when you listen to it in its entirety, it made it worth it. Where it's like, that wasn't a waste of time when you listen to it in its entirety. Now, granted, I'm going to play devil's advocate for a minute.
Go ahead, man.
Because
I thought the whole thing was wild. I thought the whole thing was wild.
Yeah.
The Free Larry Hoover thing blew me away.
Right.
And that was the first thing he said.
Yeah. He also said some, what I thought was dumb shit about like, oh man, we got to have the president in like the flyest airplane possible.
That was the whole mania part. He's bipolar, so that was the whole mania.
Yeah, I know.
That was mania right there.
Yeah, not all of it was great.
No, it was not great. None of it was great to me.
Right.
But I thought what he was saying, I thought that, you know, what he was trying to do was cool. I thought what he was trying to do was cool. I thought that you know, the school stuff was cool, you know, talking about, you know, getting mental health in schools and having different curriculums for, you know, having better arts and all of that.
Yeah.
You know,
that's like, how can you not agree with?
He was talking about giving more mental resources to people in the hood because they don't have the resources. He said those exact words, I believe.
Right.
So, I don't have a problem with what he did. All of these people who are they're so stuck in their the little boxes. No, you have to be over here. Why are you over there? Get over here. What happened the day after Kanye West left the White House?
What happened after the?
No, actually, it happened the day of. The day Kanye was at the White House. What bill did Trump just sign?
Oh, the music copyright bill.
He signed the music. What is it called exactly?
Let's find the exact name for it.
We find the exact name for it. I don't know where my phone went, but he signed a bill that's going to put paper in people's pockets. You know, he signed. Daniel Oda gonna come with the info. You know, I don't want to just freestyle this because this is something that the president did that day that Kanye was there. I believe Kid Rock was also there. Kid Rock, I can't stand him.
He's whack. Donald Trump signed the Music Modernization Act.
Modernization Act.
Yeah. Now, the main grasp of what that act is, when in terms of the arts, is that music, as you know, is we're in the digital age, right? Where the majority of people's profit when they make art is either going to be from live performance. Now, it doesn't have to be, you know, it's going to be from live performance and from physical sales. But then the majority of when musicians, when they have people listen to their art and their music, it's from iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, all this streaming stuff, right?
They all streaming. So if when you stream the song, so now when you stream the song, right, you used to get about pennies on the dollar.
For those of you who don't know, when you stream a song on Spotify, the artist that you stream from gets a fraction of a penny.
Yeah.
Barely anything.
Yeah, barely anything.
Yeah. And so it doesn't matter for people who do big numbers like like Drake or Beyonce or whatever, where that does amount to millions because they have millions upon millions and millions of plays, right?
Right.
But for artists where like normally when you'd have physical sales and now it's just a play, it has diminished them to such a drastic amount.
Yeah, zero money.
Now, artists will actually get paid the value of a song.
Yeah. They get paid the actual money for the stream.
Yeah, yeah. My father is going to be very happy about this.
Yeah, Randy Oda, legend.
Yeah, yeah, man. I see the reason why this was so incredible to me was that this was probably the first time that Trump signed something that was selfless.
That was selfless. Yeah,
Trump is not a musician.
But he had musicians in there that day.
But he did have musicians in there that day. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, whatever for the optics, whatever. Yeah, they had 50 cameras there. He was there to sign a bill, and he signed that bill, man.
I was shocked.
And now, it's like how are you hating on that? Like I understand he says things that I want to hate on, but today is not that day. Today is not that day. I even posted it. I even posted the article up. And then one person even said all he did was not veto it.
No, that's not true.
I was like, are you kidding me?
No, he signed the bill.
He signed it.
Yeah. What? I don't understand that.
It was wild, man.
Yeah.
It was next level, and that's just how it's just, you know, they don't want to give him no credit for nothing. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, I can see that they did the same thing to Barack Obama.
Yeah.
They did the same.
They
thing
treated Barack very harshly.
Yeah, and they're treating this president pretty harshly too. He deserves a lot of it. He deserves a lot of it, you know, because he dishes it a lot.
Yeah,
he dishes a lot of it.
Don't get me wrong. In my opinion, our president he has put out more bad energy than good.
Oh, he's put out all good, all bad energy. Even the energy, even this Kanye energy is bad.
Yes, it's bad energy. But on this day, it's like I can't fault him for wanting to even sit there and listen to
pander some. He's pandering.
It's like, let me see what he has to say. Now, mind you, the cameras were all there because it was Kanye.
Yeah.
And Kanye's a fan of Trump, and Trump doesn't have anybody in there that's not a fan of his.
Right.
Let's be fair.
Jim Brown was in there. Let's not forget Jim Brown. Jim Brown was in there.
Accurate. That's fair. But the fact that he had Kanye in there and he listened to what he had to say, and the whole interaction where Kanye actually had really profound points.
He had really profound points. Donald Trump said something. He said that Jim Brown has been, you know, he said Jim Brown has been his friend for many, many years. And I believe that because mostly everybody was Trump's friend for many, many years. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they dissipated, you know, around this time when it was, you know, you get ostracized for liking the man.
Well,
I was never a Trump fan.
Right.
I'm still not.
We know that you're not. And you know that I'm not either.
But most people were.
Right.
Most people were. He had the #1 show in the country for a reason.
What, The Apprentice?
That was the #1 show. It was the #1 show.
Some grade A bullshit.
This motherfucker ran for president off that shit.
Yeah. That shit is wild. But the whole point of being like...
Motherfucker daddy gave him all his money.
Man, I just think...
Motherfucker put out the article. That boy Trump, you see that shit?
What you talking about?
You just see that the New York Times put out an article about all Trump and the tax fraud and all that?
Oh, I've seen all that shit.
And you seen it last week though, right? And people already forgot about that shit. It's just like gone. It's just like...
Are you talking about where he actually inherited millions and he's talking about his
dad, he didn't really inherit millions. His dad was just giving him hella money. His dad ended up giving him about 486 mil.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah, but Trump claimed he only got $1 million from his family.
Yeah, but you know he's a talker. You know he's a talker.
Don't defend this man.
Defend him? What you talking about? Defend him?
He's a talker.
I'm just telling you what it is. This man is a swindler.
Okay,
This man is a swindler. He's a talker.
I thought you were giving him an excuse. I
ain't giving him no excuse. He's a liar.
Okay, all right.
Barack Obama's lies went down smooth. Barack Obama's lies went down like some aged cognac. You know.
Okay.
Trump lies hit you. Woo! That's how Trump lies hit you.
Shit burns like tequila.
Barack Obama's lies was like, ooh, does that mean alcohol in that shit?
Right.
That shit was good. You hear the way that boy told me that lie? Boy, that was...
Trump, yeah. It goes down like Fireball or whatever that cinnamon shitty ass whiskey is.
We be up there like, tell them lies, Barack. Tell that shit. Motherfucker ain't doing shit for us.
But I mean,
they the rednecks and shit gonna realize Trump just doing the same shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Motherfuckers ain't got, you know.
But you know what? Here's what I've always said about voting is that it's our civic duty to understand who we're voting for and what we're voting for.
Right.
And the most dangerous vote is an uneducated vote, right?
Right.
Okay. But with that comes objectivity. You have to you as much as I despise our president. Yeah, jobs are unemployment's at an all-time low.
Right, yeah.
That's a fact.
401k popping.
That's a fact as well. And Kanye said some really profound shit.
And this is this week.
Just looking at it objectively.
This is the week we just had prior, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
It's always something new, though. People will forget about this, and it'll be something else.
Yeah, it will.
But Kanye has a good way of just injecting himself into the culture, and I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
it's been going on since 2004. Let's take a quick break and come back.
Word.
All right.
80s commercial.
One time for your mind.
Alex Bradford. Remember, call now and hear the sermon that's sweeping America. Watch them dogs.
Who in the hell left the gate open?
Sanja Crouch. Write the toll-free number down and call now. Get both Rough Side of the Mountain Treasuries, only $14.98. And on all record and tape sets, we include the...
Yeah. Back at it. Yeah, man, that was a little, our little take on what was going on with the whole America thing.
Yeah.
We was just talking about Teddy P. I was trying to dig deep on the details of Teddy Pendergrass's legendary soul singer's accident. I dug all the way deep to a 1982 New York Times article.
Right.
And I still couldn't get the full in-depth details because there was no internet back then. Right. All you had was rumors from old folks,
Yeah.
So
the rumors that we heard were similar, but we trying to get the facts.
We trying to dig deep on the Just Being Earnest show. We don't want to just throw allegations out there.
But we will anyway.
We know some of the details, but we will have a Teddy P or have a soul singer episode where we talk about soul singers.
Well, actually, we're going to talk about Teddy P on our mixtape.
Oh, we got the Velvet Room mixtapes.
Yeah.
Just Being Earnest Velvet Room mixtapes.
We shall have a Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas mixtape put out. Well, we're getting a smooth radio disc jockey.
Oh, yeah. It's
going
to be a smooth mamma jamma. But yeah, man, it's going to be for the holidays. So we're going to have something for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly. We're going to allegedly have something for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And we're going to allegedly have something for Christmas time.
Yep.
And it's going to be something smooth that you can listen to. It'll be a lot of fun.
Man.
You can listen to it around the family. It'll be subtle things that we say, but, people won't even notice.
Yeah.
Or maybe they will.
It'll go over the children's head.
It'll go over the kids' heads.
It'll be okay.
It won't be too much.
Yeah.
But it will be something fly to listen to for your holidays.
Oh, yeah. Smooth tunes.
But yeah, man, so lots been going on. The women have been taking charge, with the, Me Too movement and all of this. There's a lot of that going on. Women's rights, yeah.
Yep.
But a lot of that is white feminism, and it's a little bit different. Because a lot of those women that are doing that, they don't agree on political issues. They're just in it for the women. Yeah. Just do it for the women.
Okay.
And I'm all with that too.
Right.
But it's hard as a black man to get behind that message if they're not behind, cutting us some slack and helping us out a little bit because we got it bad, I'm going to do no complaining.
Right.
But, we got it bad too. And when you hear, 54% or 54% or 60 or 54 or something like that, 54 or 60% of white women voted for Trump and all of that.
Yeah, that's
all
accurate.
The allegations. Yeah. If that's accurate, okay.
Yeah.
When you hear that, so you know that, okay, they're in with they want you to bow to them.
Right.
But they don't want to cut you no slack. Even though, they don't want to cut you no slack. And you can see it even when it's a young black boy. It starts at an early age. I don't know who this young boy's name is, and I don't want his name injected into the media.
Okay.
But he was just with his mama, had his backpack on, and walked out the store after his mama bought something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
And some lady start yelling, that little boy grabbed my ass. That little boy grabbed my ass. And she looked like the feminist type that be yelling all in people's face about stuff. And she over here talking about I was sexually assaulted.
Yep.
She looks like the same type of woman to me. And yeah, that's me generalizing. That's me doing that right now. This little boy was 8 years old. And so she proceeded to follow them and continue to talk crazy to the mother. And she said, I'm calling the police. The second she said, I'm calling the police, that little boy grabbed my ass. The little boy screamed. It was a horrifying scream. I felt his scream. You know, usually I'm pretty loose on this show about, political things and being objective, but I have children and I know that scream. That boy was horrified. And that's going to follow him for the rest of his life because he sees what's going on. And these kids have the internet. They see what's going on. They see they're scared of the police. I'm not scared of the police. Their parents shouldn't teach them to be scared of the police, but they're scared of the police. They have right to be scared of the police. Drug addicts, high on authority. You don't know what cop is going to come. I had some great cops come. My house got broken into the other day. I had some great cops come by.
Right.
But you don't always get those guys.
No.
So this little kid is horrified, man, screaming because this lady called the police. This white lady called the police.
Yeah.
And take it.
He's standing there next to his mother and his sister, and they're right next to the lady calling the cop. This is outside of a corner store, and both of them are crying. The little boy and his sister.
And the little girl. There was a little girl there too. There was a little girl, and she was horrified as well.
Yeah.
Babies.
And this woman is screaming to the public that, like, yeah, that 911 dispatch or whatever, this little boy sexually assaulted me.
Mind you, her ass was about as flat as that flag right there, but that's neither here nor there.
Flat as a board. Now, mind you, there is footage that everybody is able to see.
There's surveillance footage. I'm sure you have it.
I do. Here it is.
Makes the claim that a young black child sexually assaulted her.
That's right. The son grabbed my
Surveillance video obtained by Pix11 from inside the Sahara Deli appears to vindicate the young boy, clearly showing him walking by, rushing out to leave with his family.
He just walked past her.
Walked past her
with his backpack on.
Yeah, and she turned around just whoosh, like that.
She was ready for it,
and
she was ready for some drama.
I don't know if she's. I don't know. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
And she would not let up, and she was interviewed after, and she stood by. And
she stood by.
And she said, like, I know it looks bad, but he assaulted me.
I was sexually assaulted.
And so did his mom, because she was saying that woman went too far with how she was talking to me and treating me.
Yeah,
that's what that's what Corner Store Caroline,
another villain,
another super villain,
and it's bad, man. They make it bad for they make it bad for people to come together when stuff like that happens.
Yeah,
because I get behind all, I try not to get behind these liberal movements because of stuff like this. Everybody know I got plenty of white friends.
Yes.
Tons.
Yeah.
And, they keep it real with you.
Yeah.
They keep it real with you. No matter what you like, you keep it real with the person.
That's why you're friends with them.
Yeah, you're calling the police on this little kid. You know that's gonna scar this little kid, even though he's okay. The kid is okay.
Yeah,
but
he didn't do anything wrong.
You don't know what that does to a young black male.
Right.
He's gonna grow up with a complex for white women.
He's gonna have that story forever.
Yeah, he's 8 years old.
Yeah,
I remember things from when I was 8 years old.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So that's bad. That's bad. Shame on her.
Right.
Shame on her.
Well,
that makes it hard for a brother to get behind a lot of these movements, and a lot of black people feel the same way.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And it's no tribalism on my part. It's that's not what this is about. Mm-hmm. This is about it's like I don't want to hear how hard you got it, because these are the same women who were watching the hangings. These are the same women who were this whole thing is just like Emmett Till, a little black boy like Emmett Till. Imagine if it was no cameras or nothing like that. You know, this is a whole Emmett Till thing. That boy could have got, strung up or something like that. You know, it would have been all bad. They would have arrested him because she said it.
Absolutely. And what makes this so important, like this being captured, I actually consider this a snapshot of America. Although it's disgusting to look at.
It's a tiny snapshot.
It is, but it shows division.
Yeah, it shows division. And that's the big problem we got right now.
Yeah.
Is
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what's happening.
If everybody realized how good we have it to live here.
Yeah.
If everybody just realized how good we have it to live here.
Yeah.
You know, acknowledge each other's struggles. Acknowledge what your country did to the black man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the Native American. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And the Mexicans. Mm-hmm. You know, just acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Acknowledge it. Stop telling people to get over it and telling them to always remember something else.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucked up. Just stop doing that. And everybody would be cool if everybody stopped being so defensive. And and then the black people are hella defensive.
Right.
You know, everybody's so defensive.
See, just today, I went through a doorway and actually bumped into somebody on accident. We both turned to opposite directions, and we just looked at each other and said "Oh, my bad, dude." Yeah. I was like, "Oh, that's all good.
Yeah,
take care." That was it. Rather than bumping into each other, and it was just whoa, what the fuck? Yeah. And
most of the stuff I see is not in real life though. Like your situation, that's what normally happens.
Right.
That's what normally happens in day-to-day interactions.
Yeah.
It's the internet stuff.
But that was real though.
That was real.
What happened was real. Yeah.
What happened was very real. And but it's real, dude recorded it, and 2 million views.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then a lot of people are just, showing that you're seeing it over and over again. Now it's part of if you're on, certain sites, Occupy Democrats, all that shit is your vacuum. You're screaming into this echo chamber where everything you're going to be getting is shit like that.
Accurate.
It poisons people, man.
It does, but...
She was exposed. She lost her job. Boom. But now it's gonna be like we're gonna see they come in threes or something like that.
Everything comes in threes. The superstitious nature.
So then after this lady, this disgusting animal of a woman,
right,
did that to that young boy. There was this young man who's the second one who was trying to get into his apartment complex, didn't have his keypad, and she blocked him. She was blocking him from getting in. And I hate to say it. And I hate to say it. Okay, check it out. We give it to you rough, rugged, and raw on this show. We give it to you funky. Everybody can get it. Black people have gotten it on this show. The Asian man has gotten it on this show. The Mexican man has gotten it on this show. The white man has gotten it on this show. It's the white woman's turn to get it on this show. You were foul today. The poor representation today, and I hate it today. That had to be today. because it's all this liberation movement that's being pushed in my face. That you gotta ride with it or get rolled over. Time's up. Me too. You over here blaming an 8-year-old boy grabbing your ass. These are the same people that are protesting. Over here blaming this 8-year-old boy grabbing her booty. I bet you she up there, but this is her too. And she wanted to go on her rant about how an 8-year-old boy grabbed her ass. You gotta be kidding me. And you got this other woman blocking this man from getting into this place. White woman, blonde hair, little dog. Saying you just walk up on here and I don't feel comfortable. Get away from me, I don't feel comfortable. Well, what you don't feel comfortable about? He's trying to get to his apartment.
Yeah. And sure enough, she followed him to his door.
She followed him after she blocked him for a minute, though. He was being polite.
He's being very polite, more polite than most people would be in a heated situation like that. And he was just like, you know what? I'm going to my door. Are you really going to follow me all the way to my doorstep? And she goes, yeah, I want to know who you're here visiting. He lived there.
Mind you, I lay with a white woman every night.
Accurate.
All right.
Goes there and then puts his key into the door, opens his door, walks in, and he's like, you're still here? You followed me all the way to my door. And she goes, okay, well, just on behalf of being neighbors now, I would like to
neighbors now.
Right. I would like to introduce myself. And he's like, I don't have any interest in talking to you. You've been extremely rude and very out of line. Good night. Bam.
Yeah, man. She tried to block him from getting in and said, I don't feel comfortable. You don't feel comfortable. What you need to feel comfortable for?
Yeah.
Why are you even talking to this man?
Yeah.
He's trying to get to his apartment. He told you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to my apartment. I live on the 4th floor.
Dude, random person asked me around this neighborhood what my address was. Hell no. I ain't giving that out. No.
Why would you?
Why exactly?
Why
would you unless you felt unsafe or fearful?
I wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't even want to do it if the police asked me.
Right.
Like,
why you need to know that?
Yeah. What do you need? You need somebody's address for what?
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's what makes it hard for a brother. A brother is a black man to get behind a lot of these feminist movements. You know, because what we said in the beginning, what was it, 54, 60%?
Voted for Trump.
Even though the Roy Moore thing happened.
Yeah, they backed Roy Moore.
Mm-hmm. But it just is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, so this is the time. These are the times we live in, and I'm just letting people know where there are divisions. There aren't any divisions with me. Everybody knows that. My house looks like the UN. But
this is true. Yeah.
But everybody's house don't look like the UN.
No.
Yours does. You know.
That's true. Yeah. But you know, you need to tell these experiences because these are experiences that I don't have. Mainly because people don't know what to be mad at about me. I'm racially ambiguous.
Yeah.
They look at me. I'm like, I hate something about this, man. I don't know what it is.
I've went through it all, man.
Yeah, you have.
I've went through it all, and you know, it's no need for me to sit here. All I'm saying is I feel this kid, and I feel that brother, you know, that was trying to get into his own apartment. You know,
right?
Things like that have happened to me. But I charm my way out of a lot of situations.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So, but with people like that lady, I don't know, man.
Yeah. It was uncomfortable and pretty disgusting and repugnant to watch.
And I believe that's what her the managers of the apartment complex said too.
Yeah, they were shocked.
Yeah. So he knew the manager of the apartment complex name.
Yeah.
And all of that.
Yeah. If that wasn't enough.
He knew both of them.
It's like, how would he know their names?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she just wanted to continue and try to be on her little privileged boat. And then
kept going.
Yeah, she felt very, what do you call it? Entitled.
Common theme. Entitled.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
You know. So, I don't want to get on them too hard. Everybody gets it on this show. But if you want to know why, there aren't, everybody's not getting behind your movement is because it's just your movement, right? So we understand that all of you in the movement don't even agree on the same shit.
Right.
It's just a bunch of people saying, give some women shit.
Well, unfortunately,
they should be getting paid more and all of that.
Yeah.
But don't just, you know what I mean? They're considered minorities, you know what I'm saying?
But isn't the common thing supposed to be everybody being treated equally and with fairness and kindness? That's the common theme that is supposed to be spread across the board with all the movements. And why can't we all coincide with one another?
I don't know, man.
Hard truth. Powerful show today.
Powerful show today, man.
Yeah.
And we're going to get out of here on that note.
Yes, we will.
All right, man. Peace.